Hi everybody.
Hello.
You saw the unboxing video last week where we got an Advanced Elements Island Voyage 2 kayak, and we got it out of the box and we aired it up, and we called that a dry run. Today we're going to actually air it up and put it in the water. We've come to a beautiful little pond here near the Rohan Rec Center, and we're going to put it in. I know that some of you have written in on our Facebook page, Jerry and Linda, that you think we're crazy to go in alligator infested waters. Well, let me assure you, I have done my research, and she's very tense and very nervous and apprehensive about doing it, but there have been no incidents regarding kayakers and alligators here in Florida. We're going to keep our distance. If you see an alligator too close, he's probably an alligator that's been fed by humans. We're not going to feed him, and we're not going to agitate him. We're going to go the other direction if we see one, which I doubt that we even will. But there's no pressure on Linda. I've told her she doesn't have to go. This may be her only time. But we're going to get out here. We're going to try to show you how it all works. And first of all, I want to show you how we transported that kayak down here. Over the course of our videos, I know you've been accustomed to Linda's yellow golf cart. This is it. And here's everything we need to go kayaking. There's the kayak, life jackets. I've got a dry bag to hold things that we don't want to get wet. And we have our paddles. The paddles break down. We're not going to do an inflation video for you today. We're just going to go ahead and get it ready and get it in the water and show you how it handles. Okay, there's the front. Can you go ahead and get the front? Go ahead. Uh-huh. It's going to be easy for me. Go ahead. Other side. And we're off. You know, the portability of an inflatable kayak is really the strong point. It's so convenient. As I've mentioned to you before, the garages, especially in our retirement community, are not small, but you don't have a basement, you don't have an attic in many instances, you don't have storage sheds, there aren't places to store things. And storage room is at a premium, so being able to fold this up and put it into a suitcase-sized bag is really, really nice. This is our first time in the water with the boat. It's an Advanced Elements Island Voyage 2. Now, it's a good boat. It is a tandem, it's 2 people. It's very affordable. You can find them on Amazon for $3.99. That's boat only. Then you'll have to buy a pump. You'd have to buy some paddles. But you can get that boat and get it in the water and be using it for a lot less than most 2-person kayaks. You'll also need personal flotation devices, like the ones we're wearing here. They range from $20 up into the hundreds, depending on what you want. Advanced Elements has been very helpful in me with my questions, getting this boat set up and getting it in the water. You can reach them, and they're nice people. So I'm very, very happy with Advanced Elements, and I'm happy with this product. Hey, how about that drone footage? That's courtesy of our dear friends Mike and Mary Kulseth, who helped us out today. There are alligators in Florida. We all know that. Just about every pond, lake, and river probably has an alligator in or near it. So that was a big deal for Linda. I told her there are alligators in this pond, and I don't know if they're big or small. But usually big gators are transported away, but there are gators in just about every one of these ponds. So you were a little restless yesterday.
Yes, when he told me we were going to do this, I was not happy because I wasn't too sure I wanted to be a kayaker, especially in Florida, in an inflatable boat, kayak. But last night I could hardly sleep a wink. I really tossed and turned.
But now you've been in, you've kayaked. What'd you think of the experience?
Well, it was great. I especially liked that our friends came and helped us, and they were there to kind of watch. And then I saw a couple of bystanders, and I thought, well, if we get in trouble, somebody will be able to help us.
Right. So if an alligator did pull you under, you think those bystanders would have kicked their shoes off and dove in head first and...
Absolutely. They better. Oh.
You know, there are lots of senior citizens that live in our community, and we know that. It's a senior citizen community. But you don't have to be sedentary to be a senior citizen. And that's the beautiful thing about the villages. There are people here that play golf, pickleball, they bike, they run. We know that there are a lot of people that would love to get out on this water, but they don't. Because like us, they don't have access to a kayak, and if they had one, they wouldn't be able to get it to the water in most cases. But I think these inflatables kind of solve that problem.
Yeah, it was pretty simple to air it up right there by the pond, and off we went.
You know, nearby, I'll say within 45 minutes, we have Crystal River, Three Sisters Springs, Rainbow Springs, and those are all places where the manatees congregate, so that's going to be a great place to kayak. You've got state parks like Lake Griffin State Park is right here off the edge of the villages. You don't need any permit or license to do a kayak, and you don't need a license once you're 65 to fish, so all you folks that are 65, you could grab your kayak, your fishing pole, and head right out. Some of you saw our show at Lake Miona Park, the kayak show. You know, that's about 15 minutes from our house. You can go there and kayak. Lake Deaton is actually probably within 300 yards of our home here, although to actually get access, we'd have to drive for 10-15 minutes. Life vests are a must. You see we're both wearing them there. You might be a great swimmer, but let's face it, if you're retired, you've had a lifetime of living and aches and pains and cramps and charley horses, and maybe you've had a stroke or heart trouble. Lots of reasons why you're not going to trust yourself without a personal flotation device. So what cons are there? We've told you just how wonderful these things are. You got to air it up. It's a pumping action. You'll take a tube attached to a pump and put it into the valve, as you saw in our unboxing video, and then pump. How long does it take, Linda?
Well, it was just about 40 pumps on each side and maybe 15 on the middle. There were a middle section, so it wasn't too bad.
Right, so you have to pump it up, and then when you're finished, the ideal situation, you would dry out the boat before you put it back in that bag, and that takes a while. So you put it in the bag, take it home, you have to take it back out of the bag and let it dry out. Other cons might be your fear of a puncture. You know, we have Gizmo, he's a little dachshund, no problem. He has sharp claws though, But this boat is just fine for that. People take Labradors. Just about any dog you can think of would be just fine in this boat. It's got triple layer. And as cons, my seat was pretty uncomfortable. The back wasn't quite high enough for me. I'm tall, 6'3", I weigh over 240. Linda's only 115, perfect for her. She had a good time and no problem at all. But for me, I would have liked a bigger back seat. I don't think I could kayak too awful long. Of course, I should have adjusted it better. And you saw when I was by myself, I put a little kink in the middle of that boat. Sometimes they suggest putting a weight in the front end, which is in effect what Linda was when she was riding with me. Although she did a great job paddling, didn't she? We looked like a team. But it was fun. We had a good time. We plan to do it again soon. I don't know where we'll go next time. We'll have to do an alligator sweep on the body of water if Linda's going to participate, but we will. But all in all, it was a fun day. Now we know what to expect. I know that her fears have been allayed a little bit.
Yeah, I feel better about it.
I really do appreciate, as always, you guys watching, and we hope you'll come back and see us again.
Until next time.
We'll see you when you get here.